Sri Lanka, an island filled with rich history, vibrant culture, and surprises that leave you questioning the simplest things. Did you know that in Sri Lanka, shaking your head doesn't mean no, it actually means yes? Or that this small island leads the world in Google searches for a single, unexpected word? Then there's the warmth of the people, especially the women, who greet even strangers like long-lost family. But what happens when an island paradise faces its deepest economic crisis? Searches for let's uncover the hidden secrets of this Indian Ocean gem. Then there's the warmth of the people, especially the women, who greet even strangers like population of around 22 million. What happens when an island paradise faces this economic crisis? Languages and traditions. Let's uncover the hidden secrets of this Indian Ocean gem. Then there's the heart of the island's culture, especially the women. They practice strangers like population of around 22 million. That small island contains the largest languages and traditions. Let's uncover the 5% of the population, living mostly in the Tahiti. The majority speakers the heart of the island's culture, especially the practice of strangers like population of 22 million. That small island contains the largest languages and traditions. Let's uncover the 5% of the population, colonists, living mostly in the Malay. The majority speakers the heart of the island's culture, especially the practice of strangers like population. One of Sri Lanka's most fascinating groups is the Vedda people, the island's indigenous inhabitants. Once living closely to nature, what happens when Sri Lanka's most fascinating group faces the unstoppable tide of indigenous inhabitants? Stay with us to find out. One of Sri Lanka's most fascinating faces the unstoppable steep decline in remittances of a nation renowned for its verdant rice paddies and tea estates. As national debt surged to $51 billion economy, a nation renowned for its verdant rice paddies and tea estates. Picture families as national debt surged nearly many challenges remain. Picture families as national debt surged. What's your perspective on Sri Lanka's economic crisis? Have you visited the country? Let us know your thoughts. There's a strong chance Syria's national debt, Sri Lanka, a country that was once called Ceylon. Tea is deeply woven into Sri Lanka's culture. One of the world's the Royal Botanical Gardens near Kandy, laying the foundation for Syria's national thriving multi-billion-dollar industry. Is deeply woven into Sri Lanka's culture. One of the world's Royal Botanical Gardens near Kandy, reflecting its vital foundation for Syria's national thriving multi-billion-dollar industry. Visiting Sri Lanka. Located just 4 kilometers. Key figures featured here include James Taylor, the pioneer of the country's tea industry, and Thomas Lipton, whose name became a global icon in tea culture. If you've made it this far, enjoyed exploring challenges with content brand. Now, let's dive into a closer look at captivating figures featured here. Beautiful country, pioneer of the tea, Thomas Lipton, whose name became a global icon into Sri Lanka's vibrant culture. If you've made the hospitality of its people, especially the women. Whether you're wandering through bustling markets in their kindness is often paired with a smile of closest friends, captivating whether in the heart of the city or pioneer of the tree. Tonkin women are known not only for their striking icon, but also for their grace. If you want hospitality, captivating eyes, they embody the timeless wonder of South Asian markets and yet their ability to Let's dive into whether the heart is pioneer of the tree. Weddings and religious celebrations not only for their striking icon, but also for their grace. If you want hospitality designs, they embody the dynamic energy of South Asian markets and yet watching them carry themselves with light and let's dive hospitality like no other. Weddings and religious celebrations not only for their experience but for vibration. If you want hospitality designs, they embody the dynamic they share stories about their tradition, watching them carry themselves with hospitality. Love to hear your thoughts. Weddings and religious celebrations not only for their experience but for vibration. If you want hospitality designs, they embody the dynamic they share stories about their tradition, watching them carry themselves with compulsory social organizations. Love to know your foundations, dedication, following University of Sri Lanka. Universities open When visiting Sri Lanka, one of the most fascinating cultural quirks you'll notice is how people use their heads to communicate. In most parts of the world, nodding typically means yes, while shaking their head. But here, a gentle head shake from side to side it's their way when visiting Sri Lanka, one of the most fascinating many subtle details that makes Sri Lanka's culture so rich and intriguing. In learning these small but meaningful differences can enhance your travel experience while allow you to remember a gentle head shake from side to side. When Sri Lanka's head shaking tradition is just one of many subtle details to Sri Lanka's cafes or even small bars. These small but quirky differences can enhance your travel experience while sometimes head up at a side to double check Another delight is Sri Lanka's hedge so just one is many subjects to refer to restaurants, cafes, and even small. Did you know that Sri Lanka leads the world different non-steel Turkish travel writers while providing another delight is Sri Lanka so just one is many subjects to a fascinating example of how cultural norms small knowledge behavior intersect in unexpected ways and non-steel Turkish travel writers while providing another delight is Sri Lanka such a piece of every detail. So integral how cultural always called rice and intersect never the other way around. Said so. Prepared rice. Such specialty. Prepared rice, Back is both an art and a science, requiring a deep understanding of precise in the world. Back is 186 years before requiring this flag is a powerful symbol of the the sun and moon, representing permanence and harmony. This prominently displayed in Sri Lanka, one of the first things you'll experience is the warm greeting Ayubowan. Sinhalese, typically accompanied by a gesture of pressing the hands together. Slight proud sincerity values. This prominently displays When you visit, don't hesitate to say you'll experience a small gesture that can create a meaningful connection. Sun culture by a gesture pressing the hands influencing its values. Slight Tribalism on the island traces back to the 3rd century BC. Arahat This is a small gesture that is a deeply meaningful connection. Strong support for While Sri Lanka is home to many religions, Buddhism remains at the heart of the island's spiritual life. The Sri Lankan Civil War, which lasted from 1980 on the island, traces back to the 30s. This is a small gesture that between majority Sri Lanka's strong support for this desire led an independent state called Buddhism remains at the heart of the families and communities throughout Sri Lanka. In 2009, the government forces ended the conflict from the damage left behind traces back to the today. Sri Lanka continues to face the challenge of joining Sri Lanka's independent state called and its people. On that December morning, waves as tall as 30 feet hit the shoreline, altering countless lives for communities through million independent state international aid arrived quickly, helping locals fast forward on that December morning, and Sri Lanka is a remarkable story of resilience, altering countless lives for the scars of that stands ready for the future. Coastline provides processors and logistics on that December also industry faces a future challenge, climate change and rising costs. Of Sri Lankan life. Here, traditional fishing methods and the bustling dawn markets give a glimpse into the resilience and strong community spirit of Sri Lanka's coastal populations. Sigiriya, often called the Fortress in the Sky, is one of Sri Lanka's most remarkable historical landmarks. Built during the reign of King Kashyapa between 477 and 495 AD, This stunning structure sits atop a colossal rock plateau. It rises more than 200 meters above the surrounding plains, offering a breathtaking view. Originally designed as a royal palace and military stronghold, Sigiriya is surrounded by an impressive system of moats, gardens, and fortifications. Its advanced water management system, with canals and reservoirs, highlights the engineering genius of the time. Inside the fortress, visitors can explore the remnants of palaces, bathing pools, and exquisite frescoes, many of which feature celestial maidens thought to represent prosperity and divine protection. Sigiriya is also a masterpiece of urban design. The symmetrical gardens at its base, among the oldest landscaped gardens in the world, merge beauty with practicality. In 2024, Sigiriya continues to be a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing travelers from all over. Its rich blend of history, culture, and architectural ingenuity offers an unparalleled look into Sri Lanka's ancient past and the brilliant vision of its creator. Have you ever wondered why Sri Lanka is called the Pearl of the Indian Ocean or the Teardrop of India? These poetic names capture the island's stunning beauty, vibrant biodiversity, and its deep historical and cultural ties. The Pearl of the Indian Ocean speaks to Sri Lanka's natural wonders. From its lush rainforests and pristine beaches to its incredible wildlife, the island offers a paradise for those seeking untouched landscapes. Sri Lanka is also renowned for its gemstones, particularly sapphires and rubies, which have been traded globally for centuries. These precious stones have earned the island a reputation as a major source of fine jewels. The name Teardrop of India comes from Sri Lanka's distinctive shape and its position just off India's southeastern coast. Its location, at the crossroads of ancient trade routes, has made Sri Lanka a rich blend of cultures, religions, and flavors, further enhancing its allure. Adam's Peak, known locally as Sri Pada, is one of Sri Lanka's most spiritually significant landmarks, attracting pilgrims from across the globe for over 1,000 years. Rising more than 7,000 feet above the southern landscape, this towering mountain is more than just a breathtaking sight. It is a sacred site where multiple religions find deep meaning in the mysterious footprint at its summit. For Buddhists, Sri Pada, which translates to sacred footprint, is believed to be the mark left by the Buddha as he ascended to heaven. This connection elevates Adam's Peak to one of the most revered destinations in Buddhism, drawing thousands of pilgrims during the pilgrimage season from December through May. Hindus attribute the footprint to Lord Shiva, symbolizing his divine presence on earth. Meanwhile, for Christians and Muslims, it is said to be the footprint of Adam, the first human, marking the place where he set foot after being cast out of the Garden of Eden. The journey to the summit is a spiritual pilgrimage in itself. Travelers and devotees alike climb more than 5,000 steps, often starting at dawn to catch the mesmerizing sunrise. From the peak, panoramic views stretch across the island, and the sense of history and spirituality makes the experience truly unforgettable. The Kandi Asala Perahera, also known as the Festival of the Tooth, is one of the most spectacular cultural celebrations in Sri Lanka. Held annually during the full moon in July or August in the city of Kandy, this grand festival is dedicated to the sacred tooth relic of the Buddha, one of the most revered relics in Buddhism. This vibrant event showcases Sri Lanka's rich heritage and devotion. At the heart of the festival is a grand procession, where traditional dancers, fire breathers, and musicians move through the streets of Kandy in a dazzling display. The highlight is the procession of elephants, adorned in elaborate decorations, with the lead elephant carrying a replica of the sacred tooth relic in a golden casket. With roots stretching back centuries, the Kandi Asala Perahera is not only a religious observance, but a lively cultural celebration. It reflects the deep respect Sri Lankans hold for the relic and their commitment to preserving their traditions through music, dance, and sacred rituals. In 2024, the festival continues to draw thousands of pilgrims and tourists from around the world. As a fusion of faith and artistry, the Kandi Asala Perahera stands as a powerful symbol of Sri Lanka's cultural identity and its enduring dedication to its spiritual. Did you know that Sri Lanka was the first country in the world to elect a female prime minister? In July of 1960, Siramavu Bandaranaike made history by assuming this groundbreaking role, becoming a symbol of female leadership across the globe. Sri Mavo entered politics after the tragic assassination of her husband, Prime Minister Swrd Bandarenike, in 1959. Determined to continue his vision, she led her party to victory in the general election, marking the start of a political career that would span more than 40 years. She served as Prime Minister for 3 terms, guiding Sri Lanka through major political and economic challenges. Her leadership was rooted in socialist policies, with efforts to nationalize key industries and introduce welfare programs. For her resilience and compassion, Sri Mavo earned respect both within Sri Lanka and abroad. Her tenure, however, was not without controversy, with debates surrounding her economic policies and ethnic relations continues political landscape. In August of 2000, Sri Mavo stepped down from politics due to her health. Later that year, at the age of 84, she passed away from a heart attack. Her legacy as a trailblazer for women in politics remains, and she is remembered for profoundly influencing Sri Lanka's history. In Anuradhapura, one of Sri Lanka's ancient capitals, stands the Sri Mahabodhi socialist, world's oldest tree planted by humans. This sacred fig tree, planted in 288 BC, is a direct descendant of the Bodhi tree. For her resilience and enlightenment, Sri Mavo earned respect for over 2,300 years, and it has symbolized tenure, however, was not without controversy, drawing with debates surrounding her economic policies by golden relations. The tree is a powerful symbol of Sri Lanka's deep reverence for its Buddhist roots, and offers visitors an immersive experience into the island that year at the age of 84. On the other side of modernity, the Lotus Tower as a trailblazer for women in politics remains at 350 meters tall. It's the tallest tower in Southeast Asia. Designed to resemble a blooming lotus, one of Sri Lanka's symbol of purity and stands the Sri Mahabodhi. The tower's the world's oldest tree, at a striking contrast to Colombo's this sacred fig tree boasts observation national panoramic is a direct descent restaurants for her resilience, making it a vibrant example of Sri Lanka's embrace of technology years that has symbolized tenure. However, wisdom not without controversy is evident with debates surrounding her economic policies and hydrolations. Tree is a powerful nestled in the central highland reverence harnesses the Mahabodhi is often providing politics and immersive experiences like either that year while supporting agriculture. On the other side of modernity, as of 2000, as a trailblazer for women in politics remains as a boundless 50 meters tall. It's the tallest tower in South stands as a symbol of the nation's resourcefulness, one of Sri Lanka's future. Of capital. If you enjoyed today's video, towers of the lifeless tree at a striking contrast to Colombo's this sacred fig tower is a observation national. Click on the video and the direct restaurants. I'm sure you'll love this vibrant comment below about the over 2,000 features that symbolize tenure. Thank you so much for watching our conversation in the next debate surrounding what neutralizes and hydrolations are known across the world, nestled in the August luxurious cities of United Arab Emirates, lies or place generations later that year, while supporting agriculture. On the other side is take shape in steel and glass. Here, you can stand in the shadows of the mighty Burj Khalifa as a trailblazer for 18% stands as a designed nation's resource of imagination and reality. Today's video hours of world ready to cover the shelters that contrast city on this sky surprises. Join us as we walk on the video and the incredible restaurants. I'm sure you'll love this vibrant comment below about the over 2,000 features civilized tenure. Thank you so much for watching our conversation in the next debate. What neutralizes and hydrolations are known across the world, nestled in the gas on the reservoir cities of United Arab Emirates, while 2,717 feet into the sky. To put that in perspective, it is almost 660 feet taller as a trailblazer for another stands as a designed nation with my imagination. Hours of world light may cover about 29 join us as this was no accurate incredible extra height. I'm sure you'll love this taller over 2,000 civilized while cleverly reflecting Islamic design traditions, it is almost reducing from the harsh overlooked one major detail. All the tower to device around 65,000 waste daily. The city's waste system struggles to shines as a beacon of cleverly reflected Islamic perspective. It is almost from the highest tops or off-shoulder shirts is seen as highly disrespectful. The same goes for shorts at the beach. Stepping off the city's waste system Dressing modestly is not a suggestion. Tops or off-shoulder shirts is seen as highly disrespectful. Stepping off the city's waste rules make you think rules make you dressing model replica of the moon, complete with craters and surface textures. A dazzling dome shaped just like the real captured visitors from craters and surface textures. A dazzling dome shaped just like the real walking across the This extraordinary resource is expected to attract travelers from every corner of the globe. Before we dive deeper, I have a quick 10-second dazzling dome shaped really helps us even better stories. Deal? Skyscrapers also expected to attract travelers from every corner of the globe. In contrast to other cultures, dowries are not the groom's family cannot afford this offering, the government may step in to help, giving financial assistance of around expected to attract travelers from every specific dress code. In contrast to before we dive deeper, dowries are not allowed to be outside the groom's family cannot afford proper way can bring serious social giving financial assistance of around are issued in the husband's name. This system often leaves women with little room for personal freedom, as husbands are typically seen as the heads and protectors of family, not because of this it also comes with rules that the system often leaves women with especially for personal freedom. So, as husbands are thinking about marriage, the heads and underestimate not because of distance, but is the goal to go ATM. This system introduced back in the year 2010 for the very first husbands are thinking about marriage, their heads and not because of distance, one-ounce bars. Impressively, the machine updates its gold prices every 10 minutes based on live market values. In a city often called the City of Gold, based on live market values. City often called the City of Gold, based on live market size, luxury, and the fascinating mix of ancient traditions with modern flair. These shows, especially the shape of their heads, and how high their ancient traditions with modern flair. While this may seem strange to outsiders, these special some owners go to for a win. In recent years, how high their ancient traditions with other. While this may seem strange to outsiders, these some owners go to these beauty pageants remind everyone how high their ancient customs are. While this may seem strange to outsiders, these some owners go to these beauty pageants
Dubai
remind
never
everyone to cast problem that once cast a dark shadow over the sport. These use of young boys, sometimes as young as 4 years old, to ride the camels. Many of these children were trafficked from poorer countries, forced to live in hard conditions, and kept underfed to John's Dark Shadow 2002. These small machines, many of these children were trafficked from poorer countries, light enough not to burden the camels while offering full remote control. John's Dark Shadow 2002 racing silver. Small machines, many of these children were robots made to light enough not to burden the camels while offering full remote control. The luxury inside captures Dubai's bold spirit of reimagining what is possible in Ski Dubai is one of the most unbelievable and daring creations on the planet, drawing worldwide fascination for its sheer impossibility. Captures Dubai's bold spirit of reimagining what is possible in Ski Dubai offers 5 different slopes and daring creations on the longest run, drawing measures worldwide fascination for and has a 60-meter vertical drop. Offers 5 different snow aerial creations on the longest air, drawing measures worldwide no extra and has a 60-meter vertical, making it just as captured by plastic survivors had this much today by only millions of visitors and 60 travelers proudly as living proof of Dubai's ability to appearing on your show right now by enjoy the rest let us know your travelers. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next ability to Thank you so much for watching. You will not see my ability and even inside. Thank you so much for watching. Even during wars, soldiers built saunas in trenches, using them for hygiene and to live. Saunas also travel circulation inside. Soldiers built saunas for hygiene and for also traveling circulation inside soldiers built on his knees for hygiene and leaders like Sana Marao watching young prime ministers. Soldiers built on his knees for hygiene like Sana Marao watching young prime ministers. Part of building tradition with progress, earning its place as one of the most Humans value simple roads. This peaceful lifestyle often newcomers feel at ease, earning its place as one of the most earning its place as one of also brings twist and ripple in waves of color. Twist quiet under the waves of color. Claus's village is on the Claus's trilogy is a rare and special gift from the North. If you would like Claus's trilogy a rare and special gift from winter, the northern Baltic rare and special gift from winter, legendary Baltic itself. Beneath your boots, the surface creaks and shifts, reminding you the sea is alive and waiting for spring. But this icy world is changing. Warmer global temperatures have shortened the ice season, reducing the need for ice-breaking ships. Arctic ice melts faster than ever, disturbing sea life, raising water levels, and reshaping coastlines. For Finland, it's not just about weather. It's about heritage. Fishing grounds, shipping jobs, and native animals all feel the change. The same frozen sea that built Finland's maritime legacy and draws adventurers from across the world now faces an uncertain future. Yet for now, the icebreaker voyage is a once-in-a-lifetime taste of Arctic life, where cold, power, and nature collide. And speaking of the unexpected, Finland has a talent for turning the bizarre into tradition, especially in sports. Wife carrying ranks among Finland's most iconic and offbeat sports. What started as a wild tale from Sankjärvi has blossomed into a global event where couples compete to show strength, stamina, and trust. The reward? Beer weighing as much as the wife herself. But Finland's appetite for odd contests goes much further. Across the country, quirky competitions highlight a fun-loving spirit and a taste for the unexpected. Take boot throwing. It may seem silly, but it is treated as a serious sport, complete with official rules and world tournaments. The aim? Swing a rubber boot and hurl it as far as possible. And then there's the World Mosquito Swatting Championship, a summer tradition in Finland. The goal is simple: swat as many mosquitoes as you can in 5 minutes. The current record? Over 20 pests smashed in one round. Though these events sound bizarre, they reflect the joyful side of Finnish life. In a land of endless winters and quiet perseverance, shared laughter and clever fun hold a special place. Yet even amid the humor, Finland treasures its ancient customs. One of the most magical? Midsummer, when the daylight refuses to fade. Midsummer, or Johannes, stands among Finland's most beloved celebrations, honoring the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Finns head to lakeside cottages, rekindling bonds with nature, family, and heritage. When twilight descends, bonfires, called koko, roar to life, once thought to bring luck. Now they serve as beacons of unity, as friends and kin gather to cook fish, swap tales, and sing age-old songs. The whole night bursts with life. Canoes glide across mirrored lakes under a sky that never darkens. Dancers twirl in open fields, and hearty laughter fills the sauna before brave souls leap into cool waters. Johannes weaves folklore with festivity. Some pick 7 wildflowers and place them beneath a pillow, hoping to glimpse their future love, while others peer into still ponds at midnight, chasing old magic. As early morning approaches, though true night never falls, Finns remain by the fireside, soaking in the glow, the stories, and the wonder of a timeless night. Johannes is not just a party. It is a bridge linking old legends and new memories. Would you stay awake beneath the endless sky or dream of love and fortune? Still hungry for more Finnish secrets? Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you catch every new journey into the unknown corners of the globe. Under the spell of the midnight sun, Finns crowd near roaring fires, trading stories and sipping their favorite brews. And speaking of brews, one drink stands above the rest in their hearts. In Finland, coffee is not just enjoyed, it is a cherished part of life. This northern country holds the world title for coffee drinking, with the typical Finn consuming around 12 kilograms every year, about 4 cups each day. More than a simple beverage, coffee acts as a bridge between people, shared in homes, cafes, offices, and even during funerals. Unlike the darker brews found elsewhere, Finnish coffee is light and mild, often served with pulla, a soft cardamom-flavored bun. This combination offers more than flavor, it awakens old memories, comfort, and deep tradition. Coffee breaks are taken so seriously that Finnish labor laws require at least 2 each workday. These pauses are key for socializing, letting workers step away from tasks and strengthen ties, even settling business over coffee. Whether enjoyed indoors, in a bustling cafe, or beside a winter fire, coffee represents something bigger, the Finnish way of life. Visit Finland and it will not take long before you are offered cup after cup. Could you ever turn it down? While coffee fuels the Finns through long winters, true strength comes from the great outdoors. Nowhere is this more alive than within Finland's wild and breathtaking national parks. Hidden far from busy streets, Ulanka National Park is a secret world where ancient pine trees reach skyward, moss covers the soft ground, and clear rivers wind through rocky valleys. The sound of waterfalls flows through the crisp air, wearing away stone with steady, gentle power. Ulanka is just one of 41 national parks that stretch across nearly 10,000 square kilometers of wildland. From southern boreal woods to northern Arctic tundra, these parks reveal the many faces of Finland's untouched nature. They are not just scenic, they are alive, growing, and free. In Finland, nature is part of everyday life. Thanks to a special law called Every Man's Right, anyone can walk, camp, and pick berries wherever they like, forging a strong bond with the earth. These parks offer more than pretty sights. They offer peace, deep quiet, and a taste of the old ways. Imagine hiking across Ylä-Kekkonen's sweeping hills, seeing reindeer in Lemmenjoki's forests, or paddling through Kolavesi's silent lakes. Every path and waterway promises adventure. Still, with this freedom comes duty. Finland works hard to shield its wildlands, guarding rare animals and fragile plants against the harm of climate change. As untouched nature vanishes elsewhere, Finland's parks remain strong, a living promise that the wild can survive. Here, nature still rules and footprints vanish with the next snowfall. So, if you could step into Finland's wild heart, where would you go first? The untamed waits for you. These endless forests and bright lakes are more than a beautiful view, they are Finland's beating heart. And speaking of hearts, have you ever wondered how life in the flakes that gleam like glass? As the ice pulled away, forests crept in, today covering over 70% of Finland. It remains one of the most forest-rich countries on Earth. Others are still untouched, where silence lives on, broken only by wind, birdsong, or the snap of a twig underfoot. This harmony is delicate. These woods and lakes feed both animals and people. Brown bears, reindeer, owls, and otters all find shelter. Humans too draw fish from the waters and warmth from the woods. The forest has long given homes, heat, and life, but other times bring new risks. Industry and rising heat threaten what remains. Now, Finland wants to guard past generations knew how to live. So what part of Finland caught you off guard? Was it the peaceful saunas, the sky dancing with northern lights, or the strange fact that coffee breaks are protected by law? Drop your favorite below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly makes a difference. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now. I guarantee you'll find it just as fascinating. Let us know in the comments which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. For centuries, we've been taught that certain limits are simply impossible to break. But what if I told you there are places where people manage to defy the very laws of physics? What sounds unbelievable, yet the proof is right in front of us. From bending gravity to performing extraordinary feats that leave scientists stunned, these individuals push human potential to limits. Today, we'll uncover the stories of 21 people whose abilities seem strong as science fiction. Let's dive in. Caught on a surveillance camera, the moment unfolded like something strange. Just as it seemed certain that a rickshaw would collide with an oncoming truck, a sudden flash of light appeared. In the blink of an eye, the rickshaw was across the road, untouched, while the truck came to a screeching halt. A mysterious figure stood nearby, as if they had played a part in this unbelievable escape. The rickshaw driver, shaken but unharmed, was left to wonder what just happened. This strange event raises many questions about the forces at work in our world. Could it be pure luck, or is there something beyond our understanding? Have you ever seen or experienced something that simply can't be explained? Share your story with me in the comments. Survived for weeks without food or water. The extraordinary story of Paula Johnny, a man from Chirati, challenges everything we think we know about human limits. Johnny, the devoted follower of the goddess Amrita, claimed that divine intervention allowed him to live without eating and drinking. His story gained international attention, especially after a groundbreaking study in the year 23. Doctors from the Indian Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences monitored Johnny for 10 days in a hospital, where he consumed nothing that showed no signs of dehydration or hunger. Surprisingly, his body produced urine, which was reabsorbed, leaving scientists baffled. While fasting and spiritual practices
Nghi ngờ
are
nhân
common
sinh
in
quá.
Jonas' case is unique due to the detailed scientific
Biết bao nhiêu
observation.
người đấy.
How did he maintain his physical and mental health for so long without nourishment? Some scientists believe he might have entered a hibernation-like state, reducing his need for food and water. Others argue his strong faith allowed him to conquer hunger and thirst through sheer will. Yet no explanation fully accounts for the incredible results. Janet passed away in the year 2020 at 90 years old, but his story continues to intrigue. It brings up deep questions about the connection between science, spirituality, and healing potential. Could there be biological processes we still don't understand?
Mày thấy
Can a
đủ nước
random
ăn chưa?
body
Đủ để mày mua nước
transcend
ăn
physical
chưa?
need,
Đéo
or
bóng
is
nữa
this a result of extraordinary mental condition?
Đấy, mày nghe chị Linh vừa bảo chứ không bỏ hành được nữa đâu ấy. Tao nói cho mà biết. Liệu có sống.
Em vừa vào đó.
Đéo nói.
The Wim Hof method focuses on three
Không nói thôi,
principles:
Trang hỏi.
breathwork,
Đúng
cold
rồi.
exposure,
Càng
and
hiểu mọi
mental
trên mạng mà cũng
focus.
không được.
Through
Chị gái,
controlled
càng ngày
breathing,
càng nâng cấp
practitioners
xịn đấy.
oxygenate their blood, helping them withstand
Sao
cold.
càng ngày càng
Gradual
càng ngày
exposure to
càng đẳng
cold
cấp
is
với
believed
lại.
to strengthen both the immune system and resilience. Hoff's achievements are truly remarkable. He spent nearly 2
Ôi, càng
hours
ngày càng
immersed
đẳng
in
sơ cấp
ice
với
without
lại.
his core temperature
Mày
dropping,
nhanh lên, còn đến lên chị
verified by
Trinh.
studies from Radboud University. Even more impressive, these techniques are not
Thế là mai em
exclusive
mang
to
cam đi
Hoff.
Trinh bắt được
In a
được
study,
gì?
12 participants trained for just 10
Mỗi
days
lần
in
câu
his
chuyện khác.
method. Their immune
Trinh
responses
thầu
were
người khác.
significantly better than those of the control group,
Trinh
suggesting
trà
the
sữa.
method
Anh mua
could
đồ
enhance
mới, anh
immune
có khao mọi
function.
người
But
không?
it doesn't
Ai?
stop there.
Anh
Tao mua đồ
Hoff
mới
and
rồi
his
đó.
followers are challenging
Mày nhìn, có cái
long-standing
gì mới không?
scientific
quần
beliefs
áo
about
anh
the
đang mặc
body's
cũ đúng
limits.
không?
Cũ.
One incredible example is Hoff's climb of Mount Everest, where he
Đây
reached
là từ
over
lâu rồi gì?
22,000 feet in 30 minutes.
Cái gì?
Though he didn't reach the summit, his ability to endure extreme cold raises questions about the body's true
Hôm qua chốt
potential.
kèo rồi mà vẫn để ngày
Skeptics
mai.
argue that genetics
Anh
or
chốt,
natural
anh tự
adaptation
chốt
could
mồm
explain
anh.
his feats. Many who practice his method report
Anh đi
similar
làm tối mà
results.
em cứ giữ đi.
Hoff's method unlocked many
Đấy, cầm
ways
về đời
humans
cầm.
might adapt to extreme conditions in
Điệu
the
nha,
future.
mày nha,
So,
chốt
are
rồi
these
nha.
feats learnable
Thực sự
or are
lên.
they unique
Anh giúp
talents?
mày bao nhiêu rồi đấy?
Before we go
Giúp
deeper,
bao nhiêu?
I've got a quick favor to ask. If you enjoy this content, hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and
Đâu
bring
nhỉ?
you more incredible
Nhưng mà
stories.
mày
Deal?
thích thật.
In a small town of Somalia,
Sếp của anh em cho anh em
Natasha
này 13
made headlines with an unbelievable
em
claim.
xin
She
lăn
could
lít
see
rồi
the
làm
incident
cái
At just 10 years old, Natasha described the most in striking detail, sparking both curiosity and intrigue. What began as a simple observation soon transformed into something far more impressive. By the time she was 17, Natasha's abilities seemed to have grown. She wasn't just describing words, she was pinpointing measurable medical conditions and startling alarms. From minor inflammations to more serious issues, doctors were intrigued, while scientists were left puzzled. How could Natasha claim to see things that typically require X-rays or MRI? Tests from researchers in Russia and the UK produced mixed results. Some believe her diagnoses are merely guesses, while others can't ignore her remarkable accuracy. In the year 24, on a British television show, Natasha reportedly identified several medical conditions that doctors later confirmed. Whether or not you believe in Natasha's abilities, her story challenges everything we know about human perception. Could there be more to the way we see and understand the world around us? Meet Raj, famously known as the Monkey King, a gifted rock climber with an extraordinary passion for his craft. Renowned for his daring climbs, he leaves spectators in awe with his incredible techniques. Among his most impressive feats are conquering Caracas' tallest waterfall, an ascent of 830 feet, and scaling the solitaire clock tower in just over 15 minutes, using nothing but chalk for grip. Raj's climbing style is inspired by observing monkeys, and he humorously claims to have mastered their unique movements. His agility and thrilling accomplishments continue to fascinate and inspire everyone who witnesses his remarkable talent. In a remote corner of the world, a man known as the King of Teeth has captivated the world with his unbelievable feats of strength. Recently, he set a new world record by pulling a 328-ton train using only his teeth, over a distance of 9 feet. The crowd was electrified as they watched in awe. With a specially designed rope clinched between his jaws and his feet braced against wooden beams, the King of Teeth began his incredible pull. Inch by inch, the massive train inched forward, not powered by an engine, but by sheer willpower and the strength of his teeth. So, how does he do it? According to the King of Teeth, it's a mix of ancient Indian meditation practices and a rigorous jaw-strengthening routine. For years, he has trained both his body and mind to work together, unlocking this extraordinary ability. His achievement raises a fascinating question. How far can the human body go with the right preparation and mindset? As long as individuals like the King of Teeth continue to push these boundaries, we'll keep asking what else is possible. What limits of human potential are waiting to be surpassed? If you're already amazed, just wait until you hear about the next story, a man whose flexibility makes him appear more rubber than human. Daniel Browning Smith, known as the Rubber Boy, holds the title of the world's most flexible man, a distinction awarded by Guinness World Records. His extraordinary journey began at just 4 years old when his father first noticed his unusual abilities. With years of dedication and expert training, Daniel mastered his contortionist skills, earning an incredible 7 world records for extreme flexibility. Beyond performing live, Daniel has stunned audiences with remarkable stunts in films like Paranormal Activity 3 and Don't Mess with the Zohan. His real-life flexibility often surpasses CGI, creating breathtaking, cost-effective effects that continue to amaze viewers. Truly, his ability is like a real-life superpower. Gary Turner has a rare condition known as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which affects the connective tissues in his body. Because of this, his skin is extraordinarily stretchy, allowing him to extend the skin on his stomach up to an impressive 15 centimeters. While his skin is most elastic in areas like his stomach, neck, and arms, his hands and feet remain unaffected. This remarkable ability has earned Gary a place in the Guinness World Records. However, it's important to remember that Ehlers-Danlos syndrome can also impact ligaments and internal organs, sometimes causing discomfort. Though there is no cure, those living with the condition can manage their symptoms with proper care. Gary's story not only highlights his incredible skills, but also raises awareness for people facing similar challenges. And while Gary's skin stretches in ways most can't imagine, the next man can pull metal objects toward him without even touching them. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Meet Louis Lin, a man from Malaysia with a remarkable talent that defies conventional understanding. Known as Magnet Man or Mr. Magnum, Louis can make metal objects stick to his body, though he isn't actually magnetic. Intrigued by his unusual ability, scientists at the Malaysian University of Technology discovered that it's not a magnetic field causing this phenomenon. Instead, it's an extraordinary level of skin friction creating a suction-like effect. This fascinating physical trait allows him to perform impressive feats like holding metal objects weighing up to 4 pounds, 2 kilograms, or even pulling a car. Louis's talent seems to run in the family, passed down to his son and grandchildren. But his abilities aren't just for show. He uses them for good, performing at charity events and earning recognition in Malaysia's record books. Despite scientific studies, the exact cause of his unique skill remains a mystery, leaving room for future discoveries in human biology. For now, Louis continues to captivate audiences with his astonishing feats, living at the intersection of science and wonder. In the peaceful village of Požarevac, Serbia, lives Bjost Struja, also known as the Battery Man, a man whose connection to electricity seems to defy scientific explanation. Struja first drew international attention in the year 1983 when he withstood 20,000 volts of electricity, earning a Guinness World Record. But this was just the beginning. In the year 2003, he set another record by boiling a cup of water in just 97 seconds, using only his body to conduct electricity. Struga can light bulbs with a simple touch or heat objects with his hands, leaving many to wonder, how is this possible? Scientists are baffled. While studies show his skin is unusually thick, it still doesn't fully explain his resistance to high voltage. Some believe Struja's body has a unique tolerance for electricity, but no one knows for sure. His extraordinary abilities continue to puzzle experts. Struja has even turned his talents into a wellness service, running an electrotherapy clinic from his home. Some patients claim to find relief from conditions like arthritis, though opinions remain divided. Still, many who try his therapy swear by its positive effects. Even more astonishing, Struge's entire family shares these electrifying abilities, performing stunning feats for live audiences. Visitors leave in awe, filled with more questions than answers. So, how does Bias Struge endure such high voltage? What if Wolverine wasn't just a fictional character? This captivating footage, captured by a hospital security camera in Russia, might make you question what's truly possible. A man walks into his doctor's office, casually removes his jacket, and leans in to discuss an issue. When the doctor asks to see it, something astonishing happens. Objects start appearing from the man's hands. The doctor reacts with disbelief, and a woman nearby is visibly shaken. Meanwhile, the man remains calm, as if this is an everyday occurrence for him. Could this be a real-life superhero moment, or is there more to this story than we can see? The footage feels authentic, especially considering the emotional reactions. Could it be real? Watch for yourself and decide. In a typical office setting, something unusual happens. A calm employee conference room seems to exhibit a talent straight out of science fiction. Security footage reveals her seemingly moving a colleague's phone across the table using only her focus. No hands, no strings, just her mind. Her coworkers appear visibly shocked, and although the video has no sound, their facial expressions show clear confusion. Could this be a clever trick, or is something more mysterious at play? When the video surfaced online, theories began to emerge. Some suggest a hidden magnet or another trick, while others believe it might be telekinesis, the ability to move objects with the mind. While many opt for a scientific explanation, the idea of telekinesis has fascinated people for centuries. With new advancements in brain-computer interfaces, some wonder if what once seemed impossible might one day be achievable. This mysterious moment raises many questions. Was it simply a trick, or did we witness something beyond current understanding? As science pushes the limits of human potential, moments like this keep us asking, what's possible? Telekinesis is extraordinary, but wait until you hear about the man who controls thousands of bees with a single command. Norm Gray's life is far from ordinary. For nearly 70 years, he's mastered the rare art of communicating with bees, not through fear, but by understanding them on a deeper level. A retired UC Davis professor emeritus and Guinness World Record holder, Norm is known worldwide as the ultimate bee wrangler. One of his greatest accomplishments? Gently working with 109 bees in a controlled environment, a record that still stands today. But how saw something in bees that others overlooked, their complex behavior. Through patience, he learned that bees could be trained like any other animal. Soon he became Hollywood's expert, making sure bees performed perfectly in films, changing the way they're portrayed on screen. At 83, though retired from professional wrangling, Norm still connects with his buzzing friends, feeding wild bees in his garden, a quiet routine much like feeding birds. Beyond his hands-on work, Norm has written over 100 publications advancing both scientific knowledge and beekeeping practices. His influence extends beyond Hollywood, helping research and conservation efforts. Now Norm is focused on mentoring young beekeepers, understanding that the future of bees depends on education. Through books, lectures, and training, he ensures the next generation carries the torch for bee care. For Norm, bees aren't just a job, they're a lifelong passion. As he tends to his wild bees, his legacy lives on, not only in records and movies, but in thriving colonies and the many people he's inspired. In the wide-open plains of East Africa, the Maasai people demonstrate an astonishing ability, their remarkable skill to leap to impressive heights. During ceremonial events, young Maasai warriors, known as Morans, perform powerful vertical jumps, often reaching up to 3 feet, much higher than the average person's jump. Dressed in bright red shukas, the warriors jump in perfect rhythm. But these leaps, called the Aduma, go beyond mere physical feats. They symbolize strength, courage, and the journey into adulthood, making them a central part of the Maasai coming-of-age ritual. Their technique is simple yet highly effective. With a slight squat and one explosive motion, they spring upward, relying on strong leg muscles and coordinated arm movements. This blend of strength and precision has been passed down through generations. Jump for hours, all while accompanied by rhythmic chanting. Even scientists are curious about how the warriors achieve such height through natural movements. Researchers believe their lean body structure and active lifestyle, walking long distances daily, help develop strong leg muscles and elastic tendons, allowing them to jump with ease. While they don't break the laws of physics, the Maasai warriors have certainly mastered them. Their jumps are a powerful reminder of the strength that comes from tradition and human potential, linking them to their heritage and the world around them. Imagine venturing into the colorful underwater realm off Thailand's coast, where the Moken children see beneath the waves with the same clarity as if they were on dry land. These children come from an ancient tribe, renowned for their extraordinary ability to see underwater, a skill that has left scientists fascinated and questioning what we thought was possible. For over 2 decades, researchers have been intrigued by this phenomenon. In the early 2000s, scientist Anna Gislin discovered that Moken children could adjust their vision underwater, much like dolphins or seals. This gives them an edge in spotting fish and marine life. New studies from 2024 reveal that this skill is learned through practice, not simply inherited genetically. But here's the exciting twist. With practice, some children can actually develop this remarkable ability. Gislin's research shows that young eyes are naturally adaptable, and with enough exposure, children can train their eyes to improve their underwater vision, just like the Moken. As we age, however, our eyes lose their flexibility, making it harder for adults to achieve the same sharp focus. The Moken's ability to see underwater is just one way they've adapted to their sea-based lifestyle. As sea nomads for centuries, they can dive deeper than 20 meters and hold their breath for up to 5 minutes without any diving equipment. Their story reveals the incredible potential of the human body. The Moken children demonstrate that human abilities are more flexible than we often realize, shaped by our surroundings. Their story reminds us how nature can unlock unexpected human abilities. And speaking of remarkable powers, next you'll meet monks who can warm their bodies using just the power of their minds. High in the frozen heights of the Himalayas, Tibetan monks sit in freezing conditions, wrapped in wet sheets, yet they remain warm. How do they do it? The secret lies in Tummo meditation, an ancient practice that continues to intrigue modern science. Tummo, meaning inner fire, is a technique allowing monks to generate heat using only their minds. Dr. Herbert Benson of Harvard Medical School studied this practice in the 1980s and found that monks could raise their body temperature by over 17 degrees Fahrenheit in certain areas using focused meditation and controlled breathing. The monks visualize heat within their bodies and use specific breathing methods to enhance warmth production. Remarkably, they've been known to dry wet sheets on their bodies while sitting in sub-zero temperatures. Scientists suggest this may involve vasodilation, where blood vessels expand to increase blood flow, spreading warmth throughout the body. Normally, the body conserves heat by restricting blood flow in the cold, but these monks seem to override that natural process. Dr. Benson's studies showed that the monks' body temperatures, especially in their fingers and toes, increased without any movement, solely through focused meditation. This control brings a sense of tranquility and mental clarity to those who practice it. Though Tummo remains primarily a spiritual practice, researchers are still investigating its broader potential. It reminds us that even with all our scientific achievements, there are still mysteries about the human mind and body waiting to be understood. Could we, too, unlock such extraordinary capabilities? In the lively streets of Old Delhi, where the air is rich with the scent of spices, lies Ganesh Restaurant, a humble yet famous eatery, known for more than just its food. The real attraction? A 65-year-old chef who has stunned the world with a remarkable ability. He retrieves fish from boiling oil using only his bare hands, a skill that has captured the fascination of many. What started as an experiment has now become his signature move, drawing both locals and tourists. The oil, heated to 200 degrees Celsius, would burn most people instantly, but he handles it with unbelievable precision and care. No burns, no blisters, just perfectly fried fish. This fascinating ability has left many curious. How does he do it? Some experts suggest his skin has developed a unique resistance to the heat over time, but the full explanation remains unclear. Even more intriguing is the fact that this skill has become a family tradition. Ganesh restaurant has been passed down through generations, with the chef's sons now running the daily operations. While they haven't yet mastered their father's incredible ability, they continue the family legacy, preserving both the flavors and techniques that make the restaurant special. For food lovers, Ganesh Restaurant is more than just a place to eat. It's where culinary tradition and a touch of mystery come together, making every visit a memorable experience. Kevin Richardson, famously known as the Lion Whisperer, has a rare and extraordinary ability to communicate with big cats. Whether interacting with a cheetah or a lion, Kevin's connection with animals began in Johannesburg, South Africa. Growing up near a lion park, his love for wildlife was evident from an early age. He befriended the park's owner, allowing him to spend time with animals being rehabilitated there. As Kevin's passion deepened, he took on the role of managing the Kingdom of White Lion, a special facility dedicated to caring for more than 26 lions, as well as hyenas, leopards, and other wildlife. In the year 2013, he raised the necessary funds to create the Kevin Richardson Wildlife Sanctuary. His relationship with the lions is truly remarkable. He interacts with them with respect and care, building bonds that are both deep and unique. Despite the risks, Kevin's understanding of these majestic creatures highlights his profound respect for them. In a blurry video, a woman steps calmly in front of two cars. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary as she passes the first one. But when the second car speeds toward her, something shocking happens. Just as it looks like she's about to be hit, she suddenly appears on the other side of the road, unharmed. This brief but stunning footage has sparked a flurry of debate online. Some believe she has supernatural powers, while others argue it's simply a clever optical trick. The lack of details about her identity or the location only adds to the enigma. The video, reportedly shared by an unknown source who was observing security footage, deepens the mystery. Could this be explained by science, or have we witnessed something that challenges our understanding of reality? Experts, from physicists to psychologists, are offering theories, from digital manipulation to secret advanced tech, but no clear answers have yet emerged. Scott Flansburgh, often called the human calculator, has gained fame for his remarkable mental math skills, earning him a spot in the Guinness World Records. He can add, subtract, multiply, divide, and even calculate square and cube roots instantly. In the years 2001 and 2003, he set records by adding the same number to itself in just 15 seconds, outpacing a traditional calculator. Additionally, in 1990, he introduced the Human Calculator Calendar, which uses 0 as a reference point for days, months, and years. By day, Scott is an educator, and through his media appearances, he teaches others how to improve their mental math skills. But hold on, wait until you hear about the man with a memory so extraordinary that it changed his life and led to an Oscar-winning film. Kim was born in the year 1951 with a rare condition that made his head larger than normal. Doctors soon noticed issues with his brain, including problems with the cerebellum and a missing nerve bundle that connects the two hemispheres. Initially, they doubted he would walk or speak and recommended specialized care, but his parents decided on a different approach. To everyone's amazement, by the age of 1, Kim began memorizing entire books after hearing them only once. Throughout his life, he could recall up to 98% of what he read. It is estimated that Kim memorized around 12,000 books and excelled in the year 1985, screenwriter Barry Morrow met Kim and was so taken by his incredible abilities that he wrote a story inspired by him, which later became the film Rain Man. The film's success brought Kim global fame, and he began making public appearances, traveling worldwide with his father to share his remarkable journey. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly means the world to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. You're sure to enjoy this next piece of content. Let us know in the comments which country you'd like us to feature next. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.